Nasci pra ser rei, com a mente brilhante.
There's a version of you that dominates 2026. But you'll never become them as long as you keep protecting the weak, wounded, unstructured version of you that was only built to survive your past. Your future can't rise because your old self refuses to die. Stay right here, because I'm about to show you exactly who you must become to win in 2026. And the part of you that must be sacrificed for that transformation to happen. Most people don't miss their breakthrough because they weren't capable. They miss it because they're too loyal to the identity that was never built to survive the future they keep praying for. You can't drag yourself into a year that demands evolution. You can't drag yesterday into that. I've watched people transform fast, but only after they accepted this one truth. You cannot upgrade your life while protecting the identity that downgraded. Transformation isn't becoming more, it's becoming new. This is the resurrection framework. Your future, you already exist. Future you already exists, but you are blocking them. There is a higher version of you encoded inside your potential, but that version cannot emerge with the old you still in control. Say it again. That version cannot emerge while the old you is still in what? Control. Your future isn't waiting for motivation. Your future is waiting for you to stop negotiating with the past. The version of you that wins in 2026 is disciplined, intentional, structured, self-governed, ruthless with distraction, protective of their temper. They aren't emotional, they are inevitable. See, rebirth requires violent honesty. You cannot evolve through comfort. Comfort is the coffin. Transformation requires confrontation. You must confront the parts of you that break promises, waste hours, avoid accountability, normalize chaos, fear structure, sabotage consistency, cling to pain because healing feels unfamiliar. Your old self will fight for survival because transformation is death to the version of you that lived in excuses. And that version must die. Resurrection. I'm not telling you to kill your old self because it sounds good. I'm telling you because I had to kill mine. I always knew I was meant for greatness, but my life wasn't living up to it. The old me kept the new me pinned down for years, saying one thing, doing the total opposite, running the same habits and expecting different results. That's not ambition. That's delusion dressed as hope. Life didn't humble me. It buried me. Not deep, in a shallow grave. The kind where you can still breathe, see the sky, still hear destiny calling your name, but you can't move because your own identity is sitting on your chest. Wizetics rose from that shallow grave. Listen, Wizetics rose from that shallow grave. It didn't come from inspiration. It came from restriction, pressure, confinement. The moment I realized the greatness I felt in my spirit could never come alive as long as the old me was still breathing. The truth, the old me didn't have the discipline. The old me didn't have the alignment. The old me didn't have the structure to break free. And that version had to die. When he went under, the 7 pillars rose as the keys that unlocked the discipline, structure, and clarity I always needed to resurrect the version of me I always knew was there. Wizetics isn't a program. Wizetics is my rebirth. And now it's the architecture for yours. Here's the truth. The person you are right now was created to survive your past, not to build your future. But the life you are called to build in 2026 requires a stronger, sharper identity. You cannot rise while protecting your own coffin. Let the old version die. Let the fearful version die. Let the undisciplined version die. Let the distracted version die. Let the inconsistent version die. Let the wounded version die. There is a resurrected version of you waiting. But resurrection only comes after something gets what? Buried. Rebirth isn't an upgrade. Rebirth is replacement. If you're ready to bury the version of you that keeps losing, comment, reborn. I'll tell you exactly which Wizetics pillar you must rebuild first. And if you're done repeating years, done negotiating with mediocrity, done dragging your old identity into a future it cannot survive, apply for Wizetics OS coaching. This isn't motivation. This is resurrection architecture. Complete the cycle. Video 1 is exposure. What they know that you don't. Video 2, confrontation. Why you still haven't changed. This video completes the rebirth. Rebirth isn't a movement, it's a decision. Make it now. Wizetics way.